Hello and welcome to the Smashi Business Show. Today is Tuesday, August 26, 2025, and I'm Warit Ahmed.
And I'm Masa Haimouni, and we've got a packed show for you today. Prince Al-Waleed reportedly files to acquire 100% of Al-Hilal, and Humain officially launches Arabic AI chatbot, incorporating Islamic values, and Naguib Sawiris becomes Egypt's richest man, surpassing brother Nassef. And lastly, UAE Proptech Holo raises $22 million Series A to expand across GCC.
The Love in Dubai Community Awards 2025 celebrate the extraordinary achievements of individuals who have made a genuine and lasting impact on Dubai this year. Now, the winners will be announced at an awards show on September 11th, so stay tuned. Now, first up, for our first topic of the day, Prince Al-Waleed bin Talal, the famous Saudi investor and entrepreneur, has been a golden member and longtime supporter of Al-Hilal, and was reported by sports journalist Abdurrahman Aboud to have submitted a request to acquire 100% of Al-Hilal club. Now, the report quickly went viral on X.
So following the report, Prince Al-Waleed responded with a cryptic message to fan page MNBR Al-Hilal, leaving fans uncertain about the takeover. Meanwhile, Saudi journalist Ahmed Al-Ajlan highlighted that the Public Investment Fund, PIF, valued at over $1 trillion, is considered selling the country's 4 largest clubs.
And the clubs include Al-Hilal, Al-Nasr, Al-Ittihad, Al-Ahli. Now, PIF currently owns 75% of each club, with the remaining 25% under the Ministry of Sport. Now, a full sale would transfer ownership to private investors for the first time in decades.
So Prince Al-Waleed has historically been a key supporter of Al-Hilal, contributing over 1.5 billion riyals. He even sent his Boeing 747 to collect Neymar in 2023, whose transfer cost to the club was 90 million euros. He is widely regarded as a leading candidate for the acquisition.
And Al-Hilal is undergoing a leadership reshuffle currently, with President Fahad bin Nafel stepping down and the Chief Commercial Officer Sultan Al-Sheikh also leaving. Now, beyond football, Prince Al-Waleed's global portfolio spans Kingdom Holding, Four Seasons, Snap, Rotana, X, and XAI. Now, I know that we're talking about football right now, but you know, the reason why this is such a big announcement and there's so much speculation about the entire thing, I would say that it has to do with NEOM. Have you seen NEOM?
Yeah, I've seen NEOM. I think it's been in construction for more than 3 years now, right?
It's crazy, right?
When they first announced NEOM, the concept and the idea of it was so mind-blowing to me. I could not grasp it for some reason. I was trying to understand, how can you have a full city in such a tight space? But I know it expands in a long medium, I think in a long length.
I think that's the line that you're talking about, because they have different areas of it. But you know that they have engineers living in these like cubicles in the area. No, I'm being so serious. They have engineers in these like little cubicles to like continue construction. Al-Arabiya, I believe, Al-Arabiya reporters visited the area. It's underway. They're building it. But just on the topic of NEOM, Masa, when we first heard about NEOM, they reported that the budget for it was $500 billion. Now, $500 billion is no easy feat. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. But then a lot of Western outlets, what happened basically is they came and said that like, no way they're not building this. No way they're not building this. Even the Wall Street Journal, they wrote this report that apparently the true estimate of the NEOM project is $8 trillion. I cannot even begin to grasp that number. But back to why, you know, why would PIF try and sell all 4 clubs? Now, so far it's been reported by MSN, the Daily Mail. A lot of people are speculating that it's for funding, it's for budgeting, it's to stay within the budget. And it's like, see, the thing is that I'm not so sure if I agree with that completely, because in the end of the day, you see this guy over here, Prince Al-Waleed bin Talal. PIF, the Saudi government, they own like 17% of his company, of his investment vehicle that he uses to invest in everything. So in the end of the day, even if Al-Waleed bin Talal, say, does acquire this club, does acquire 100% of it, the Saudi government is still linked to it.
True.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're still
so
linked
nothing
to it.
much will change, basically. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't think that it's that nothing much will change. We don't even know if this is gonna happen. You know what he basically did? A lot of sports journalists in Saudi were going around saying that, okay, Al-Waleed bin Talal, he submitted a request to buy it. But then Al-Waleed responds, like, Masa, like, I genuinely need you to see this. He responds with an X post. And look what he does. He responds with an X post and he puts it at like question mark. Like the report is here and he just responds with question mark, exclamation
He just likes
mark.
to create this mysteriousness to the,
I feel
like,
like, do you think
suspense.
he's like making drama?
I think it's just for suspense,
come on, like just confirm this. What do you mean by exclamation
But if you
mark?
create suspense, it would be such a big headline.
You think
it's
so?
a marketing tactic.
I'm not sure, man. I'm just not sure. Like, I know he goes way back with the club. Him flying
But
out
it's
Neymar.
exactly. Just look at yourself. This is what it's doing to you. It's creating suspense. It's creating like that
Stop.
element of questioning. You know, you're researching about it. You're reading about it. Is this going to happen? So when the news does get released, it would have that, effect on you. It's like, I finally have the answer. Okay, acquired or not acquired. It's just to create suspense.
You think
it's
it's like an investor hype thing so that people
Marketing
can
tactic.
invest?
100%.
I get exactly what you mean. It's just, for me, it's just interesting because, by the way, these 4 clubs that they're allegedly putting up for sale, these are Saudi's biggest football clubs.
Yeah.
It's like, why would this be happening?
And I know people are so protective over them as well.
They're so protective over them. It's like, even I'm scared to even say one wrong thing. But I think it is also like with Al-Hilal, they spent so much money on Neymar. We have to put that out there. They literally invested into this dude, Masa, I think for his contract, over $95 million, only for him to play 7 games. He got injured, so he only played 7 games for the entire season. Imagine you sign up a player, you bring them on,
and I
you
pay
fly
so
them
much
out.
to fly them out, and like I know send over the shirt, like fly him out, pay that much, okay, and expect so much from this player.
That is actually so psychotic. Like, and
But
this
what can
is,
you do in this situation? The
What-
contract has been signed, the
It's-
money's been paid.
I don't even think it's a situation, by the way. Like, I hate myself for being this person, but I'm going back to this Ronaldo debate. Again, this is why Ronaldo will always be the best player in the world. Yeah. I was having this conversation with my family, and they were like, Ward, like, since when were you so passionate about football? I'm not passionate about football. In fact, I don't really care about football. But Cristiano Ronaldo is not a footballer anymore. I truly see him as like an actual famous celebrity.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Because he's dedicated. You know what I mean? Like, he put a ring on her finger. A ring on her
Georgina
finger.
has a show.
Are you exactly on Netflix? He put a ring on her finger that's $2 to $5 million. He's still playing. Imagine Masa. I'm pretty sure he's in his near 40s.
Yeah.
And apparently it was reported that he has like one of the lowest fat amounts in his body. Can you like imagine that?
How is that possible?
And then you have someone like Neymar. He gets signed with the Saudis. He completely like messes it up, gets injured. We saw how he cheated on his wife.
Do you
had
think
a
it's like
baby
a
with-
generational thing? Like maybe
What do
like
you
the other
mean?
generations, they have that hustler mentality or more dedication and more work ethics, or is it really depending on the individual?
See, I'm young and you're young. So no, but we're women. Hold on now. We're women. not to be biased, but I feel like we are responsible. We are responsible
Yeah.
girls. But it's just like when you take a look at that, it's like, do you think that private life can impact your business?
I think, okay, let's be honest. I think Ronaldo and Georgina really did use their private lives to impact their business.
Oh,
They
that's
created.
how you look at it.
They created. I feel like he's not just a football player. They want to be like reality TV stars as well.
You think that's what it is? Like they're trying to sell that
yeah,
family life, that nuclear joint family?
100%. I think he's not stopping there. Like his life is not just revolving around football. Georgina's life is not revolving only around her husband. She has her own thing. She has her own type of persona that she's trying to demonstrate to the world. So I think Ronaldo is really smart about it. Like this whole family, they are so smart.
And especially
they know how to keep people talking.
Yeah, and especially the fact that I think that they came to Saudi. Like, if you know Arabs,
Yeah.
you know that we love like a good family. We love a good family basis.
Yeah.
We love to be close to one another. So when you present that united front,
Exactly.
I feel like that definitely with the cultural and the religious values that we have here, it will almost make you a more trustworthy character to investors.
Literally, and the thing is, what she's trying to do as well is she's trying to basically like get the public, the Saudi public, to approve of her. For example, when she attended the events, she would put like a little scarf, she would wear the abaya. She would basically accommodate herself to the culture, so she wouldn't get attacked, which means more popularity.
Right, and then more money.
More money.
I see exactly what you're saying here. Moving on to our second topic of the day, and this is so exciting. Humain, Saudi Arabia's leading AI company, has launched Humain Chat, a conversational AI app designed for Arabs and Muslims, now powered by the Alam large language model. The app reflects Islamic values and heritage and supports bilingual conversations in Arabic and English.
So Humain Chat can accommodate multiple Arabic dialects, including Egyptian and Lebanese. CEO Tariq Amin called the launch a historic milestone in building sovereign AI that is technically advanced and culturally authentic, emphasizing that the app was developed in Saudi Arabia by a Saudi talent.
And the chatbot was developed by a team of 120 AI specialists, half of whom are women. Now, Alam is trained on data sets and safeguards reflecting the region's culture and values, offering local relevance while providing controls over accessible information.
So Humain took over the Alam model from the Saudi Data and AI Authority, absorbing at least 95 of its employees this year. So the launch challenges Abu Dhabi's Falcon Arabic, offering more comprehensive Arabic outputs while strengthening homegrown AI research.
And owned by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Humain plans to build a 1.9 gigawatts of data centers by 2030 and invest heavily in cloud computing, AI, and a $10 billion venture capital fund. Now, the firm has also launched a gaming and ads unit, expanding its AI ecosystem regionally. Now, I was telling Massa this. The reason why this is so exciting is because, like, dude, this finally launched.
Yeah.
We have the Arabic
catered for
ChatGPT of the Arab world.
Yes.
And it's crazy because you would not believe how much Arabs use ChatGPT. I remember even AGBI.
The ChatGPT Arabic version is really bad, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't tried it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I always see my cousin beside me going on ChatGPT, just searching stuff up in Arabic, and I'm like, damn, like you use it all the time.
I use that too, by the way, but I feel like it lacks
Depth.
It lacks depth and it lacks that humane. I think it's
humane. Wait, sorry. Go on.
I don't know. It's just maybe it's overall thing, but it does have some grammar mistakes. So many grammar mistakes.
Right, and of course, because it's like, if you know the OpenAI team who's building everything, they're not Arabs.
They're not Arabs.
They're not Arabs, you know.
You can't expect that.
You have this guy called Ilya, you have Sam Altman. I believe they have Israeli roots, but that's beside the point. Back to Humain. It's so exciting because, Massa, the way that this entire company was born is that in May, when Donald Trump came to Saudi, came to the UAE, came to Qatar, Humain was launched like overnight. Right before Trump arrived the next morning in Riyadh, they launched Humain. That's when the announcement came. That's when we heard about this entire company. And it was like an AI company. Crown Prince Salman is chairing the board. He's backing it. The government owns it. And it's like, suddenly this guy pops up. He looks like an Arab and he speaks this American accent and he's called Tariq Amin. Okay. So Tariq Amin is the CEO of Humain. And if you take a look at Tariq Amin, his past and everything, I went and asked him. I was like, where are you from? I was like, where are you from? We need to know where you're from. I feel like knowing where someone is from is so critical. I really do. I know some people might not agree with this, but anyways, I went and asked him, where is he from? He's Jordanian born. He's raised in America. He's this guy who lived in Japan. He worked for Rakuten Symphony. He was in India. And then he came to Saudi.
So many cultures, basically.
Yeah, he came to Saudi and he was the CEO of something called Aramco Digital. So the big oil giant Aramco? Yes, he was the CEO of Aramco Digital. They're basically
when it first launched or like later in the years.
I'm not sure, but he became their CEO and they're basically leading the AI side, the digital side, and then he leaves them and he goes to Humain. And I read somewhere in this article that he posted on LinkedIn, he had a meeting with Crown Prince Salman. Wow. He sat with him. And if you know the Crown Prince, you know that he does not sit with everyone.
True.
He does not talk to everyone. And it's like, for me, it's so believable because did you see that video before of Crown Prince Salman saying that he plays Fortnite? I'll
No, I
never
didn't see
forget
that.
it. Yeah, girl, he plays Fortnite. Yeah, they asked him. Yeah, I remember this reporter was like, Salman, what do you do for fun? And he's like, I play Fortnite.
Whoa.
So I just know out of everyone, he definitely believes in the gaming industry and the AI industry. But yeah, he had a meeting with them, and they launched this company. And this guy, when Trump and was in the audience, Sam Altman was in the audience, the founder of OpenAI. This guy, Tariq Amin, was giving a speech with Jensen Huang. It was like such a big launch.
Yeah.
And imagine, girl, we are in August and they already launched this platform. They're moving
With the
quick.
back to school news.
Hey, no, literally, with the back to school. They're like,
Yeah.
this, wait, I didn't think of it like that, by the way. I really didn't. But it's like, this is like what? This is a couple of months and they've already done all of this. I think for me, that's why it's so exciting because we need this. I know that right now it's only in Saudi Arabia. It's not launched.
It's going to expand 100% in the Middle East.
It will expand, but it's just like, wow, like they've done this in a couple of months. Like, I don't know if it's the fact that they have so much funding, they have a lot of capital there.
Support, I think, yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of support, but also he's a really good leader.
Yeah,
There
he's a good
is-
speaker. I feel like if he's persuasive,
By
he
the
can
way,
get people to
by the way, there is rumors about how much of a good public speaker he is.
Yeah.
Apparently, he could like give you a speech for 3 hours and you'll just be hooked and you'll be
Really?
listening. No, I'm serious. Yeah,
Oh, 3 hours is a long time.
You're not tuning in.
not
You're gone.
tuning in.
You're gone.
But you know what? Like, I don't want to sound as
Yeah.
a hater or anything, but you know why I'm so happy about this launch is because I feel like every single thing that's been launched in the recent
Yeah.
years, it always caters for the West. And to have something that caters for us, the Middle East, and for us to use and represents us, and where you can get hopefully factual information, it's really important because you see the younger generation, they're kind of losing that Arabic heritage or the Arabic language on its own. And to be able to use like an AI or a chatbot like that, where they can nurture that, it's really, really important. So I hope it spreads and expands to the Middle East.
You know, Masa, you were so right. And it's like, I even take a look at my Arabic every single day and I'm like, damn, like I really need to perfect my Fusha. You know, I'm one of those people, I can understand all of the dialects. I speak the Sudanese dialect. I can even switch it up, but I don't like switching it up. But point is that, you know, I went to driving school, by the way, and I met the general manager of Dubai Driving School there. It's this branch in Jumeirah. His name's Al-Tigani. He's Sudanese. Masa, he speaks Hindi. He does not speak English.
It's an amazing skill, by the way, to have.
Like, you know, I was sitting there and I was just getting my paperwork done. And then, like, I see him speaking to the employees and I'm like, what? I was shocked. It's like, not, like, I know a lot of people would think that, okay, like, English is the main language in the world. Right now it is. But in the Arab world, not everyone speaks English.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I think I was telling Majid about this. My mom's English, my granny's, my cousins.
And they're not expected to do that because that's not their first language.
It's not, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a very good
I
point.
never shame anyone for not knowing how to speak English because this is not their first language. Our first language is Arabic, and we're going to preserve it like that. And honestly, I feel like as I grew up, I noticed how important it is to preserve your Arabic heritage and your Arabic roots. So I know there are multiple initiatives that are happening here in the country to help preserve and to protect that Arabic language. But something as big as Chatbot, this is going to be drastic. This is going to be big.
No, it's definitely going to be big.
Yeah.
It's going to be big. It's already big. Moving to our next topic of the day, Naguib Sawiris has overtaken his brother Nassef to become Egypt's richest man. So Bloomberg Billionaires Index estimates his net worth at $9.28 billion, edging past Nassef's $9.15 billion, reflecting Sawiris' long-standing influence in the telecom sector.
So Sawiris built his fortune through Orascom Telecom and the 2005 acquisition of Italy's Wind Telecom via Weather Investments, expanding across Europe. So the 2011 merger of Wind Telecom with Russia's Vimpelcom generated over $4 billion in cash and shares, remaining a cornerstone of his wealth.
So closer to home, Naguib sold a 5.84% stake in Orascom Construction to his brother Nassef for $8.9 million this year, alongside other family asset trades. Now these moves consolidated control while diversifying holdings within the Sawiris family.
So gold investments are driving recent growth through the Al-Mancha resources. Sawiris holds stakes in Endeavour Mining, Evolution Mining, and Golden Star Resources. So rising gold prices up to 30% this year, doubling Endeavour's value from $500 million to $1.5 billion.
And Sawiris also maintains strong UAE ties. So Aura Developers leads the $10 billion Bain project in Dubai, while his Dubai-based digital news platform Monify further diversifies his regional investments, cementing his status as a global and Middle East-focused business trader. Now, with this entire, story, it's so interesting because it's like, look at it like that. Imagine you're in a nation and it's you and your brother who are sparring to become the richest men in that nation. And by the way, the difference between them is like $50 million.
That's a lot, by the way.
I know that's a lot,
but maybe in their calculations, that's
in their case, girl, I think that's nothing. Maybe like 5 dirhams.
One day we get to reach that stage, but it's like it's nothing,
You know that level of money to me, like I can't even comprehend it.
Yeah, I can't even.
Like I always
How's
think
that
about
possible?
it.
Like in my
right?
mind,
I always think about it, and I'm like, and I think this is definitely has to do with like status, being middle class, whether you're really wealthy and you can comprehend that actual level of wealth. But just to speak about this entire family, by the way, their dad built everything in this case. Ansi Sawiris, he built everything, and he had 3 kids. Naguib's the youngest, I believe. Imagine being the youngest, you're out here being the richest, and then you have Nassef, and then you have Sameh. So Sameh leads a company called Orescom Development. Nassef leads construction, Orescom Construction, and what's it called? Over here, Naguib, he leads telecom. And the way, when you take a look at the entire thing, I think that this is so expected of him because he keeps going. He really does not stop. And I think he did something that is so different from other billionaires. He invested, this is what really stands out to me, I think. He invested in markets that I don't think anybody would even come that near to. I remember in 2016, the Wall Street Journal, they released this report of him being in North Korea. Like, what? What are you doing in North Korea? No, literally, like, aren't people afraid to go into North Korea?
I would be so scared to go to North Korea.
I think there's a lot of, like,
restrictions and rules.
Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions and rules that go into going in there. But imagine, he's in North Korea. He's right there.
Go to North
Korea? Front and center, standing there. And I think they even signed a couple of deals together. And he even expanded into Iraq. So I think the way that he really, the reason why I think he got wealthier is that, number one, it's rooted in telecom, his telecom roots. When people were afraid to go into North Korea and Iraq, he was like, nope, I'm going in there. We're doing it. We're going to build into it. And I think that it's not just that. I think that last year in November, and Masa, the launch party was so lavish. Famous. So they brought in all these imagine these people, like, they moved countries for this. They moved countries
from your own pocket.
Exactly.
Basically. So from your own pocket.
Exactly.
Basically.
So I don't think that they expected that, and so that's why that entire reshuffle happened within it.
By here, it's full of media companies, full of media agencies, full of media stuff. So, no.
No, I don't think it's going away either. And recently, Mohammed Al-Abbad...
It's not like, like old newspapers and stuff. No, it's just changing.
I would never work for an old newspaper, by the way. It's like definitely not happening. It maybe used to be the dream when I was like younger, but now that I know how things work and that... By the way, you know that the BBC reported that 50% of people get their news from their phones?
From their phones. No one uses newspapers anymore. This is old media.
No one sees the story. Like, unless you put it out on Instagram, on X, like, no one's going to be there. But it's like, Mohammed Al-Abbad, by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but recently he released Lana's newsroom. I believe he's one of the grand investors, not the specific founder. But yeah, he also jumped on the media wagon.
Now you have to jump on that bandwagon, exactly. Like, you have to, if things are changing, things are evolving, for you to be able to succeed. You have to jump on that bandwagon. You have to change. You can't stay the same.
You think so?
Yeah.
But like at the same time though, do you think that
why are some media companies succeeding? Why are some media companies not succeeding? Why are they growing and this media company is stagnant, not changing?
I don't know, Masa, because it's like I think of it like this, right? Why is Mohammed Al-Abbad jumping into media? Why is Naguib jumping into media? Why are all of these Jeff Bezos with the Washington Post? I believe he owns it. Why are they trying to own the media? Do you think it's an investment, or do you think that there's something? Ooh,
100%.
What kind of control?
Powerful person controls media means that you basically control people's perspective on things, how they view things. Because subconsciously, like if you're not aware of what you're reading, if you're not aware of where you're getting your sources from, you'll be easily influenced. We're so easy. If you think about it, okay, I know we make fun of our parents for believing Facebook, but we believe in TikTok. We believe in the news on TikTok.
I believe everything I see on TikTok.
Yeah, that's
it's
the
like
thing.
my trusted source.
So it's a smart investment, investing in media, because it's literally technically part of our lives, and it's for controlling the narrative, basically. Controlling how we see things.
And I think, I
and
agree with
if
you.
Jeff Bezos is Amazon, right? Making us more consumers, basically.
And by the way, Jeff Bezos, the Washington Post, right before Donald Trump became president, they were not writing very good things about him.
Yeah.
No, they were not.
Yeah.
So it's like, I definitely see what you're saying. And I think with Naguib Sawiris, he has such an interesting past, by the way. I think in like 2011, when President Morsi came in Egypt, he like formed a coalition party. Yeah, Sawiris, he made a coalition party, and he even feared for his life that he fled he fled the country.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so interesting to see how these people, like, who have a lot of money, they're not the airheads that we think they are. They would have never gotten rich if they were airheads. But just to end the show on a positive note, for our final topic of the day, UAE-based Proptech Holo has raised $22 million in a Series A round led by Saudi Arabia's Impact 46, with support from Mubadala, Ruwa Growth Fund, AMB Seed, More Than Capital, and returning investors, Salika Oryx Fund, and Dubai Future District Fund. That's a lot of people. So the platform simplifies digital mortgage solutions for home buyers.
So funded in 2020 by Michael Hunter and Aran Summerhill, Holo allows buyers and homeowners to explore refinancing and mortgage options digitally. So the new funding will accelerate expansion across Saudi Arabia and the GCC, scale product and engineering teams, and strengthen strategic partnerships to meet rising regional demand.
So the UAE property market is projected to grow from $143 billion in 2025 to $217 billion by 2030. So while Saudi Arabia's market is expected to rise from $200 billion to $300 billion, initiatives such as the Dubai 2040 Urban Plan and the Saudi Smart City projects are driving demand for tech-enabled home ownership.
So Holo's leadership emphasizes simplicity, trust, and customer-centric design. The platform has proven profitable in the UAE, giving confidence to scale into Saudi Arabia. The team is building inclusive, future-ready operations, investing in top regional talent to expand its fintech-driven real estate solutions.
So investors highlight Holo's ability to digitize mortgage access and reshape home ownership. Impact 46, Mubadala, Ruwa Growth Fund stress the platform's regulatory alignment, inclusivity, and regional growth potential. Holo aims to set new standards for digital property ownership in the MENA region. And that's a wrap for today, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into the Smashi Business Show. Make sure to follow us across all our social media channels at Smashi Business, and stay ahead with our daily newsletter. You'll find the subscription link in the description.
This has been the Smashi Business Show, a Smashi Business production, part of Augustus Media Podcast Network. A big shout out to our 1.5 million monthly listeners across all platforms. You make this possible, so if you're one of them, we appreciate you.